Lynette here. So I've got my empties and the bag is massive. I was going to film it in the living room, at the dining room table with not in the living room, the dining room table. So my living room, so this house was built about 25 years ago. So the kitchen's off the living room, which I haven't had in a house in over kind of 20 years. So I was brought up with kitchen off the living room, so was my husband, but we haven't had it for ages, so it takes a wee bit of getting used to, especially when you have to walk right past the TV to come into the kitchen. And then we've got a separate dining room, but it's just got an archway. So Poppy's in the dining room, but if that makes any sense, it's not a separate dining room, it's off the living room. So I was going to go in there and film it with her because she presides over there. She's got a stand and she's got the dining room table. It's full of toys, stuff for her to chew, snacks and bits and pieces. And I thought, I'll film it in there with her because she likes to see me. So I've been working downstairs. She's got a massive cage upstairs with lots of toys in it, and she's got free roam in the room. But she's got her UV lamp downstairs and she needs 8 hours of that, so it's easier for me to work down here. So anyway, long story short, I'm prattling on. So I thought I will film beside her, and then I thought, no, she's just gonna throw everything on the floor. She's already thrown all her stuff on the floor, and that she's just like a kid. She throws it away and I pick it up and she throws it away again. That's the game. So I thought, no, I'll come through here and film it, but I'll keep the door open so I can hear her and she can hear me. But I thought I've shown you a product that is not an empty, right? So my mum and dad came over yesterday, hadn't seen them for ages. I put together a box for my mum, just kind of some of my more high-end eyeshadow palettes, so like Urban Decay, Tarte, Too Faced, things like that for my mum. Face sheet masks, facial products. But I'd said to her, so my mum's got loads of lovely stuff in her house, but I'm a bit more kind of minimalist, so I was like, right, I'll give you this on the basis that you let me come in and declutter some of the stuff from your bathroom. It was all very tidy and very pretty, but there's just too much stuff in there. And I was like, just let me take out the stuff that you don't use and we can donate it to like Women's Aid or something. So she's like, yeah, whatever, right? So I said to her, well, I'm going to give you this Elemis, right? And if you're buying this from the shops on its own, it costs you £80. So she couldn't believe that anybody would pay £80 for a moisturiser. But I said, I get it from QVC, so, you know, it's always part of a package, right? So she opens it. Well, somebody must be using my Elemis in the bathroom, or I've picked up Brandon's Elemis. He's maybe stuck back in the drawer at some point. So I thought I had more Elemis, and I'm now freaking out because Sally, I sent you Elemis, and I'm hoping that it is not this case, right? So before I get onto my empties, so my mum's got the Elemis and she's opened it, and I can see her looking at it, and then she's looking at me and she's thinking, is she having a laugh? Does she? It was practically empty. I was mortified. So luckily I did have another one. I think that's my last one now. I did have another one upstairs which I gave her, and I said, look, I'll just finish this off. But then I was thinking, oh my God, I hope I haven't done that with Sally. Sally, please let me know if I've sent you an empty Elemis. So this is either Brandon's one or somebody's been using it upstairs and it's just got put back into the drawer in error where I keep all my new skincare. But honestly, I was glad it was my mum because we had a laugh about it. Because I was like, well, Mum, that must be about £5 worth. So anyway, she's away with a full one now, but I'm glad she opened it in front of me rather than thinking, what is she up to? I know Lynette's got a weird sense of humour, but yeah. Anyway, so I'm just going to go through my empties. She was also talking about, you know, me raiding the neighbours, like recycling. And I could see my dad kind of looking, thinking, why would Lynette be stealing the neighbours' recycling? She meant for my empties. She was trying to be funny. And I was like, you know that way where it's like, oh, Dad doesn't know, so we'll just poke fun at you. So, yeah. I haven't stolen any of my neighbours' recycling, by the way, Mum. This is all mine. Mine's and the boys, but there's hundreds. There's massive this time. So, first one I'm going to show you is something that is actually a couple of years out of date. I don't think it matters. So, it is from Turkey. it was my brother-in-law who sadly passed away, Lou. He used to wear the spray himself in the lemon cologne that he picked up in Turkey when my husband used to work with him, and he loved the smell. So he had said to Lou, "Oh, what is that smell? I love it." And he had told him what it was. So the first time we went to Turkey, because we weren't ever going to go to Turkey, we were the type of people that were like, Turkey's not for us, don't like the sound of it, don't like the look of it, it's not a country that's for me. We went once after being persuaded by our friends, Jackie and Stuart, and we absolutely loved it. First night I hated it, I'm not going to lie, hated it, wanted to go home. It was just so foreign, just so completely different. The airport staff are really quite scary as well. It was run by the military, Dalaman Airport. We arrived at 3 o'clock in the morning. There was cockerels, cock-a-doodle doing, or whatever it is they do. There was a call for prayers. The safe was not in the room. The safe was downstairs in reception. And it was just so different. The hotel was like something from 1970. So I was like, I'm going home. I'm not staying. I'm going home. I'm not even going to bother unpacking my case. See, the following morning, it was a family-run apartments. See, the following morning, sunshine, lovely food. The people were so friendly. We actually went back to that crap hotel, which beds were so comfy, by the way. We actually went back to that crappy hotel like 4 times, and then unfortunately we couldn't book it through Thompson's or whoever it was. Thompson's we used to go through. But we still used to go and visit them. So they became really good friends and we kept in touch and things. So that is the story of the lemon cologne. So as Stephen said, we've run out. Just puts it in a spray bottle. We've run out. Not been to Turkey in years because of COVID. So I managed to order one from Amazon. And then I discovered there was one in the cupboard in the utility room. So anyway, but this stuff is really good as well. It makes you feel nice and fresh, but it's also really good apparently at keeping the mosquitoes away. So Steve wears this every night, right? Never been bitten. I get bitten constantly, so I'm going to try it next time we go instead of the usual products that don't work. And I don't mind being bitten by mosquitoes, but I am allergic to mosquito bites. So they end up about that size. And when I went to Croatia, I ended up with one in my eye and it was awful. So this is, I picked this up from Home Bargains, bubble tea, grape, bath crumble. The smell, it says it's tea inspired. Never smelled tea that smells as good as this. It reminded me of the grape, it says Bath and Beyond. The grape gum you used to get when you were small smells absolutely gorgeous. Although I did use about half a pack in the bath, but I would definitely pick that up again. Don't know if it did any good because it's just sodium bicarbonate basically, with glycerin and perfume on different numbers for the colouring, but it smells absolutely gorgeous. So I'll definitely pick that up again. I love that stuff. Brian, he sent me some little pearls. I think I used those actually, but it was the same scent. Oh, this is massive. Keronix Firm Hold Hairspray from Tesco. Humidity resistant, quick dry. Yep, there we go. Go through loads of hairspray. I always find that if I add a wee bit of hairspray to my hair, it helps keep the curl. So this morning I've used some mousse, some, was it curl pudding stretch or something, and a little bit of hairspray, but it still needs a little bit of a scrunch, but yeah, I'm happy with it. I used this Amino Moisture Mask, moisturising and amino acid. Yep, sheet mask, what can I say? Nice sheet mask, kind of gets lots of serum into and you just take off, so you're not dealing with mess. Which is why a lot of people prefer them. This is a nice one. It was a Superfood Blueberry Mask. Again, another Korean sheet mask. The Korean beauty is amazing. This one was gorgeous. So it's Niacinamide Ampule Sheet Mask. Thank you, from Garnier Skin Active, a 5-minute mask. And look at the packaging. So it's half the size for the same size of mask. And it was all folded up and there was no extra packaging. And I was thinking my pal Lisa, who always goes on about the additional packaging in the sheet masks. Oh, and here's another one that makes me think of Lisa. Frank Body Caffeinated Scrubs. But this was a scalp scrub. It was nice. However, when you have to take them out like that, I struggle to kind of get them into my scalp. It was nice, but it was not, I probably don't like it as much as my other scalp scrub. What's it? Is that by, I want to say Umberto Giannini. Yeah, that's my favourite scalp scrub, but this one's nice. That's the one that's got pineapple extracts in it. Oh, this was one that I actually popped in a spray bottle. It's the Lucura Healthy Glow Salicylic Acid with aloe vera and willow bark. That's good, particularly like that if my skin's a bit broken out a bit. I've got a couple of spots here and here today. I don't know what's going on. Probably hormone spots. They're usually around here though, aren't they? Who knows? I've been trying loads of different skincare, maybe that's what it is. The Wella Shockwaves, Curls and Waves. I stopped using that for ages because there's silicone in it. It's not very good for your hair. I've gone back to it because, you know, I get a better curl from that than I do from anything else. Oh, the Cantu Avocado Hydrating Curling Cream. This stuff's fantastic for curls, coils and wavy hair, frizz-free curls. However, you can kind of go over the top with this. It can be used on dry hair as well, but if you use too much, it can make your hair look really greasy. But I do like this. I also like the Custard Cream by this brand as well, and I usually just mix the two. It was Bryony that gave me that tip, so I'd use one or the other, and I think she said mix the two, and it smells amazing. I always get them when they're on offer. So I've started adding in like my boys and my husband's empties anyway into this, so I'll just pull them out as I'm going along. So this is Micro Stem Conditioner, vegan, paraben and sulfate free, cruelty free, by Cell. This is actually really nice. Specialised stem cell hair formula, contains a blend of hair strengthening and stimulating ingredients. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. I didn't have the shampoo to go with that, but no, I really did like it. It said use the shampoo and then conditioner, but I used this with a shampoo bar because I didn't have any conditioning bars. And then I got sent one, and then I got one from Latest Beauty, so I'm currently using one with the rest of the kind of shampoo bars that I've got. Oh, this was something that I hadn't tried before, the Indeed No Acid Peels. They were in my panning project. They were nice, however, when I kind of got to the bottom of the pack, they started to dry out, but what I would do is, because there was still a product on them, I would use them after a shower when my face, you know, or after I'd finished cleansing, but I wouldn't completely dry my face, so I would still get some moisture to put them over, because sometimes it's quite hard to grip the little things, especially when you've got trigger finger and 3 fingers now on both hands. So yeah, that's interesting, that one. Oh, Kwashi Naturals Lemon Shower Gel. Stuff smells amazing, right? And my husband was like, no, definitely not for me. And I thought, I know he likes a shower gel with a lather. I'm currently using the other one I've got as a hand wash. It just, for me, I just found I was using hundreds of it because it just felt like it wasn't doing anything. But the scent was lovely, but there is no lather at all. And that's not a bad thing. You know, sometimes it's products that make your products lather that aren't good for your skin, but there was nothing with this one. So I probably used far too much just trying to use it. My husband's currently using the Lush Snow Fairy, and it is amazing. He only uses he usually uses quite a lot of shower gel, but with that he's finding he only needs to use a little bit. So yeah, I just keep filling up the 100ml bottle because I've got the 500ml one for Christmas, so I just keep filling that one up. But he's also been told he has to use the other ones. It's quite good. But I usually say that's my shower gel, don't touch it, it's expensive, because he doesn't like shower gel, but he loves the smell of that one. Oh, this was my hand soap that I put in the downstairs bathroom. I thought it'd be nice to get one for Christmas, and it's from the Scottish Fine Soaps Company. And the irony is, I had never tried this brand until Joe Smith sent me it years ago. This is Frosted Berry Luxury Hand Wash, 300ml, TK Maxx. Smells amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. Normally I just buy refills from Aldi if I'm topping up because they do the big ones, but I thought because it was Christmas I wanted something a bit different. My Faith in Nature shampoo bar, Dragon Fruit, 100% natural, no SLS or parabens. I actually prefer this to the shampoo now. I don't know why, I've gone right off the shampoo, but I really do, I prefer this, so this is great. I'm just looking at the time, I'm conscious I don't want to keep you too long. Oh, the Vera Natural Cosmetic Body Lotion in Lime and Verbena. It says refreshes and absorbs quickly. So it smells lovely. It did have a bit of an after smell though. It's made in Germany, free of synthetic fragrances and preservatives, dermatologically tested for skin compatibility, vegan. However, I did find that it actually kind of, so I put my body lotion on and then stick my pyjamas on, and then it marked all my pyjamas like you'd put on. It wasn't the same, but it reminded me of, you know, when you put Superfood on and it gets on a top. It wasn't as bad as that, but that's how it felt. So I actually ended up decanting this and just using like a little bit kind of on my arms or my hands. So yeah, it's not one I would repurchase, sadly. And Ecotherapy Revive Conditioner, Maria Nila. I actually, from Stockholm, this was the one that had, it was like vegan, cruelty free, sulfate and silicone free, 100% ocean waste plastic, which I love. I wish all brands would kind of do that. You know, I don't care if your packaging, you know, how nice your packaging looks, just give me ocean waste plastic or recycled bottles. However, I didn't get on with this, so Steve used this for his beard. I use that occasionally, but the shampoo and conditioner made me itch a bit, so there must be something in it that I don't like. But yeah, Steve's grown a beard, so he does condition his beard. He doesn't have any hair. Oh, Skin Sense by Abby Cleave, Hydrating Body Scrub. Right, so I've got two friends, right, so one doesn't like a strong scrub. Right, so Bryony does not like a strong scrub. Lisa, I call her the double scrubber because she calls herself it. She loves a scrub. So this would probably be too little a scrub even for Bryony, and Lisa would throw it out, I think. It had a lovely smell. It had something in it that made my skin feel nice and moisturised. However, there was no scrub, hardly any scrub. It actually felt like it was the kind of thing that you would be able to put on your face, but you can't because it's a body scrub. So I loved the smell, I loved how soft it left my skin, but the scrub was awful. And I think Marcia kind of said she wasn't a fan of this. But if it's because it wasn't a good scrub, I can't remember, but it was pitiful. Oh yeah, the links. This is a classic kind of Christmas gift, isn't it? I think somebody got either Stephen, Brandon or Steve this. Lynx Gold, anti-white marks. It's not the deodorant, it's the antiperspirant. So gold, I couldn't tell you how it smelled, but I thought they keep, you know, my husband will leave his deodorant and say, oh, I never threw it away because it's really good. But I thought I'm just going to add it in. The Dr. Organic, this is Organic Guava Replenishing Gel Moisturiser with Vitamin C. Smells gorgeous. I'd actually given half that pot to Steve to use, trying to get them to kind of moisturise regularly. He does it like once a week, but yeah, he'll never complain about it. Although the boys moisturise kind of every day. So I was trying to say to him, look, you know, you're getting older. Sure Invisible Ice Fresh, anti-white marks, yellow stain, dry protection and antiperspirant. Now, I love the purple one. This is the ice one, but see, the purple one smells amazing. But that's got quite a nice smell to it as well. The Bright Skincare Night Cream, this was lovely. And it has a little pump dispenser, which I always think is a bit better for stopping kind of germs and things getting in, because you're not going in with like your fingers and stuff. And even if you've cleaned your fingers because you've just had a shower or whatever, if you dip it in and put it on your face, I always think there can be germs on your face and stuff. The Elemis Skin Nourishing Shower Gel, Body Soothing. Yep, this was nice. It was kind of like a shower kind of milk, I think. It was a cream, sorry, rather than like a shower gel, but it was nice. What else do we have here? Oh, the Elemis Frangipani Monoi Shower Cream Body Exotics. That was a cream as well. Absolutely love the smell of that. That didn't take me long to use up either. Oh, the Body Shop Fresh Raspberry. This is vegan hydrating body mist. And initially I liked this, but then it gives you like a weird there's almost like a weird after smell with it, but I'm like that with some of the Body Shop products. The strawberry one I can't stand. I love the smell of it, but then there's like a weird after smell for me. So I was the same with this, which was a wee bit disappointing as initially I really liked it. I'm nearly, well no, I've got hundreds, but be quick. So the Dr. Organic Aloe Vera Skin Lotion. No, I've told you lies. This was the one that was really thick and went everywhere, and I decanted into another bottle. That was actually fine. It just had a bit of a weird after smell. They look similar, don't they? Wouldn't repurchase that one. Oh, the little Next pink perfume. Don't know what I can say about that, but it's in a nice bottle. It's got a lovely wee kind of fragrance, and I think I've got like the shower cream and the body moisturiser and things, but I'm rubbish at describing perfume. Sunday Rain Sleep Easy Bath Soak with lavender and cedarwood. This was lovely. I can't remember though if it had bits in it. The oil had bits in it. I don't know if this did. I can't remember, but it was lovely, nice and relaxing. The Grace and Stella Rose Spray Hydrating Facial Spray. I was going to actually keep this, but I popped it by the side of my bed, and when my skin felt a bit dry, even after moisturising, I just sprayed some on. It was really nice. I love rose smells though. Oh, the Lacura Pineapple Face Serum. I hope they kind of bring that back because it's one of my favourite serums. It's probably something to do with the smell, and I love the bottle as well. It is a dupe for another brand. The OK Illuminating Serum. That was in my 22 for 22 Project Pan. It was a nice serum. It's worth about £15. I wouldn't repurchase, I don't think, just because I've tried so many different ones. Oh, I've done a review on this. The Evolve Organic Beauty Bioretinol Gold Mask. This is amazing. It's definitely going on my list of things I will repurchase in the future. Estee Lauder Daywear. I got this as part of my Christmas present from Lynn. Oh, it was absolutely lovely. And I try and use up the ones that I've already kind of had in my collection, but I had to try that one out. Oh, the Maroc Nourishing Hair Mask. I've never heard of this before. I think it was latest in beauty. It's made in France, and it says Flora Maroc. 40 mils. But you know, you can leave this on for 10 minutes and then rinse it. I just kept it on overnight. Nice sweet hair mask, to say. Never seen the brand before in my life. Oh, I got this from Bryony. It's Potent Eye Cream from Benefit. Absolutely gorgeous, and that little tub lasted ages. So nice. 2 little Cetaphil's Daily Defense Moisturisers that I got from Latest in Beauty as little extras. Oh, the way hair oil. This is amazing. Definitely repurchase that one. I really like it. The Elemis Superfood Facial Wash. Well, it was a nice facial wash. Probably kind of out of my price range for everyday facial wash, but I do like it, and I would buy it again if it came up in a set or whatever. The Rodale Dragon's Blood Cleansing Water, Micellar Water with hyaluronic acid and vitamin B3. Gently cleanse and soothe the skin. Apart from if you get in your eyes. Yeah, that's all I can say, is it makes my eyes sting. However, I will throw this one out, but I do like the top of that one. So these were in Latest in Beauty. I think they're about £18, and I wouldn't spend that for something that size. Unless it was amazing, but to me, micellar water is micellar water. Oh, the e-cooking anti-redness cream. I got this for Stephen. Replaces day and or night cream. I gave this to Stephen. He used it up. He said it really helped his skin. I managed to get some from eBay for him, the bigger one. And he says it really helps when his skin breaks out a little bit. Oh, this is gorgeous. Now, I was so lucky at Christmas. I got 2 Origins gift sets, one from Tracy and one from my friend Karen. And I can't remember, it was in one of the gift sets, but this is a Checks and Balancing Polishing Face Scrub. I will definitely be repurchasing this. I know it's probably a bit more expensive than what I would usually spend, but it was really nice. If you're looking for one that's slightly cheaper, the number 7 face polish is really good as well. But I loved that one. The Sukin Blemish Control, something's leaked. Clearing facial wash, I gave that to Stephen because his skin had broken out and he really likes using the products. I think he said it kind of helped him keep his skin in good, it kind of helped get the breakout restored and his skin back to normal. This is Aqua Hero Hydrating Body Balm. Well, I think I used that on my hands and my arms a few times, but it was really nice. But yeah, definitely need a bigger one of these if it was going to be for all over. It probably is enough for one body, but I just used it on my hands and my arms. The Sukin Detoxifying Facial Scrub, paraben free, normal to dry skin. I did use this, it was really nice. I do like a face scrub. I use them a couple of times a week. You're not supposed to use them every day. A couple of times a week I use the facial scrub, but now I have the Aldi dupe that's in my 22 and 22, and I'm looking forward to trying that. I've not been able to use it. I was finishing that one off. Oh, my little tiny number 7 coal, which I had to end up kind of dumping because I could not get it sharp. I got it sharp and then couldn't get it sharp, then it was breaking off. So I got quite a few uses out of it, but I've decided to dump it from my 22 and 22 and replace it with something else. Won't be makeup related because I'd rather keep all my makeup in one place and do a different, you know, the 22 products be skincare and things like that. Primark 3-in-1 eyebrow pencil. This has the bit on the end. It has the spoolie and it has this powdery bit. So the spoolie and the powdery bit just don't work for me. But whenever I go to Primark, I just pick these up because they're usually only a couple of £, and the cheapest one I've found is about £5 or anywhere else. So I always get them from Primark because they're cheap as chips. So whatever they've got. So this was one from Stephen, the Body Shop hand cream, Love and Plums. I got the boys a 3-pack of hand cream, just as little stocking fillers, and Stephen had almost finished it, but he said something was making his hands really itchy and red. He wasn't sure if it was that, so he gave me the rest of it. But I think he generally uses one that I gave him, the O'Keefe's one, for hard working hands. He prefers that one. But yeah, he did almost use all of this, but he said his hands were feeling quite itchy and he wasn't sure. Oh, this little Laura Mercier, how cute is that? There was a tiny little lipstick, like there was none left. It was really weird because the last time I put it on I thought, this is really pink, but I'd never felt like it was too pink before. Maybe it's different in the summer. Okay, this is my all-time favourite mascara, Tarte Lights Calm the Lashes. I have it, but it's in the purple packaging. All-time favourite. Look, it does slip out. The lid bit doesn't come off, does it? I'm sure the lid bit comes off, but that bit does slip out. But it is my all-time favourite mascara. Oh, a little Radox Raspberry. I did a video on that with Poppy in the bathroom. She wasn't in the bathroom when I did the bath bomb, but she was in the bathroom while the bath was filling up. And the rest here I think might be the boys, but I just snatched them before they went in the bin. So, oh, Ellie Saab. I'd never tried that before. This is absolutely gorgeous. There's a little bit in the bottom that's not coming out. Oh, that was absolutely gorgeous. I loved that. So this was one that Stephen tried. Spice Bomb Infrared, Victor and Rolf. He said that was really nice. He enjoyed using it. There's people at outside his work and they were giving away Kiehl's gift sets. So he got the one for men and there's a couple of samples. Facial Fuel and Oil Eliminator. One's a deep cleansing exfoliating face wash. There we go. And when he got paid, he always reckons that you really need a nice aftershave, or my son's girlfriend calls it a cologne. So he picked up the Tom Ford Velvet Orchid, although it says it's a perfume. Has he accidentally picked up a girl's one? Or are they unisex? Or would they call a man's one a perfume? I don't know. I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to spray some and I will let you know. Anyway, don't know why I'm whispering. I have 1 minute to go until my next meeting, so I've spent my whole of my lunch talking to you and showing you my empties. I'll switch the camera off and grab a bit of toast or something later. Anyway, thank you for spending this time with me, and if you are still with me at the end of this video, I cannot find my remote control to turn you off, but I will speak to you soon. Bye bye guys.